What up, Nationoids? Welcome to another special episode of Hobby Nation Loot or HN Loot. And anyway, anytime you guys collect something, we encourage you to post it on our group with the hashtag HN Loot. Now, this week I have done something that I kind of wasn't supposed to do, or I wasn't really prepared to do because it was kind of towards the end of the month and it's salary didn't come down. And yes, I have money, but I don't have that much money and all this stuff. All right, so it was Faisal's birthday a couple of weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, which is kind of a couple of weeks ago. And we as Hobby Nation were assigned. Well, no, we're not assigned. I mean, we just got together and decided that we were going to get him a birthday. So the group elected me to go pick up the birthday present on behalf of the entire group from Comicave, because that's Faisal's favorite joint to shop. And it is everybody's favorite joint at some point. And I found an awesome statue there of Wonder Woman. And I was just supposed to buy that and walk out. That's it. Then this happened. And there's some more stuff here, but this happened mostly. It's so bad. Comicave is dangerous. If you go there thinking you're gonna get one thing, please make sure you have a budget for much extra. That place is huge and has an abundance of collectibles, and anything you can think of, they just have something to do with it. So you want a t-shirt for a certain character, boom, Comicave. You want a keychain, boom, Comicave. You want, I don't know, a sticker, boom, Comicave. You want a USB item, boom, Comicave. That's not to say they don't have, action figures, statues, Funkos, comic books, graphic novels, you name it. They got it. And the store experience is, first of all, it's massive. Second of all, it's beautiful. I mean, their product displays are so on point. They make each product so attractive. Even a product you normally wouldn't buy, aka statue, aka Aquaman, okay, you end up buying it because it just looks so cool on display. And this was just so wrong on so many levels. But it's after picking up all the stuff, I decided that, well, you know what, we should do an HN Loot special, because there's a bunch of stuff that they have there that I want to talk about that you don't find easily in Dubai. You don't find it cheap, and it's mostly online, mostly expensive, and even if it's on discount, you still got to get it shipped and those costs. So without further ado, let me walk you through sort of the book items that I picked up at Comicave. So Ian, from Comicave, posted this a while back, an Alex Ross cover for Guardians 3000. Now, I have Guardians 3000. I've read it. It's awesome. It's really cool. I highly recommend it. And it's just a nice departure from the whole Guardians of the Galaxy. And it's a lot of action-packed stuff. There is some humor in there. It's just really, really good. Amazing art. And I just really recommend it. But I wanted the Alex Ross cover. I saw it. I bought it. I own it. It's mine. Do they have other copies? I don't know. Maybe. You just have to head down there and see. Another thing that I bought from them is Imperium. I've always wanted this on trade paperback. It is and usually is available at other bookstores, comic book stores, but it runs out. It's a pretty popular one. I found it there. I picked it up, and I like it. Now, this is an old. Well, it's not an old comic. It's obviously modern age. It's 2015 or so. I just never got around to reading it because I have so many comics I need to go through. But I felt that it was high time that I picked this up. And so yeah, and what I basically want to say is that Comicave has a huge and newly renovated comic book and graphic novel section, plus manga. And it's really nice. They even have a seating area where you can kind of just chill and read stuff. Or maybe catch someone at a book signing. I don't know. If you guys go there, you'll find a lot of comics. They don't just have Marvel, DC. They have some other items from some other publishers. and that's always nice. And they do have a lot of back issues as well, so you can check them out and see how that works out for you. Another item I've purchased. Now I have these in single issue, and it's the Darwin Cook, the late Darwin Cook's New Frontier. Darwin Cook has done some stuff with the Spirit in the past. That's the only comic I can remember outside of DC's New Frontier. This has an animated series, or sorry, an animated film special, which is so cool. Darwin Cook's art, which is reminiscent of sort of the more vintage 50s, early 60s kind of work, is just gorgeous. And I love it, and I highly recommend it. I want this on hardcover, because hardcover is not always easy to get. They're usually in limited quantity. So I just recommend that you guys pick this up. This is one of the most beautiful graphic novels, in this case, that you should have on your bookshelves. It's just a stunning work of art and a beautiful storyline. Now, next on the list are more of the figure kind of stuff going on. So I have a bébé coming on the way. So I saw this, and how could you just not buy that? Come on. Isn't it cute? I don't know if they have any more left. I hope they do, for your sakes. But it's so cute. Plus, Guardians of the Galaxy was coming out, and it can't walk out of there without a Guardians. No, take away. And Wonder Woman hype is happening, and it's brewing. So collecting Wonder Woman figures is definitely on the top of my agenda. Now, I've been having a hard time finding decent Wonder Woman action figures that I'm comfortable with. The Batman, Superman figures are really cool. This is more at the time of the DC New 52 era, and you can tell from the logo that they have here. I'm not sure if this is a DC Collectibles or a, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, or if this is Mattel. I doubt it's Mattel there. I don't see a Mattel logo. Yeah, it's DC Collectibles. And it's one of my favorite in the line. They have a lot of these, and I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite. Now, I've also seen the release of the DC Wonder Woman's Bombshells figures. Those are just off the chain. But what I picked up for now from Comicave is this. And what they have with a lot of their DC collectible action figures is they have a discount. So you're going to find them cheaper than most stores in Dubai. And I highly recommend that you go there if you have any DC collectibles that you want. They have some Jim Lee Batman figures, sketch figures, which is really nice. They have a whole bunch of Arkham. I mean, the list goes on. They've got Justice League, which I've picked up one from Hawkman here. Hawkman has become sort of a rare item in Dubai because you can't find a lot of. There were very few of him to begin with, and now that's one of the only stores that I can think of that still sells Hawkman. So I picked up Hawkman as well, and I'm pretty excited about that. The next figure that I picked up, which is something I normally never do. I never collect statues. Yet when I saw this Aquaman from Superpowers DC, I just kind of lost my mind and decided that I needed it and I had to have it. And I want to tell you why. When I was growing up, around 1982, I guess I was like four years old or so, DC released a bunch of action figures as part of the Justice League, if you will. And they looked exactly like this. And if you look at the back at those figures, that's who they were. I owned all of them. I had all of them. And then I had some of the villains too, like the Penguin, the Joker, who else? I can't remember. I had a whole bunch, okay? And the thing is, I saw this, it reminded me of that. I no longer have those figures, so I bought the statue. It's not totally a statue because there's mobility in the arms. And if I just open this box really quick, notice how I didn't rip it to shreds like I normally do. Obviously, it's a larger scale because this is a statue. There's a trident here, which is really nice. I mean, the other ones were, I think, more of a 3-inch, 4-inch action figure, the classic ones. So if you find them online, I don't know, they're probably really expensive at this stage, but they were just... Anyway, so I got this, and I love Aquaman, and some of my friends poke fun at me because I like Aquaman, but I bought Aquaman, and he's mine. He's my statue. And I like the packaging. I'm probably going to keep this packaging because it looks really cool, and it gives it that whole vintage look. And Comicave, I think, have almost all the characters. I'm not sure if I saw Hawkman, but I definitely saw Green Lantern, Flash, Batman, Superman, obviously Aquaman. And I'm not sure if there was a Wonder Woman or a Robin, but there may or may not have been in the set. And I think there was a Green Lantern as well. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, like I said, there's just so much stuff at Comicave that it's hard to decide what you want to pick. Just go with a budget. Now, the creme de la creme that I want to talk about right now is right here. The SHF or SH Figurearts figures. Comicave, if you know anything about these figures, I mean, I know a lot of people use them maybe for customizing other action figures or, drawing manga or whatnot. But these are extremely important when you're coming to figure drawing, especially if you're a comic book artist like myself. And having them in different shades also is quite helpful because lighting on dark or light or medium tone objects differs. And I couldn't believe that they had all three colors. They have them in that whitish gray, I guess, the black, which I have here, and skin tone, which is the nude sort of medium tone color. These are, to me, an essential. I bought them for around $169 each. Now, that's not like super cheap, but it's completely affordable. I've seen it go online for more than, I don't know, $70, $80, 100 plus. It's just an insane amount where if you end up trying to buy all four, you'll end up like spending, I don't know how many hundreds of dollars. And spending 400 or 500 dirhams is different than spending 400 or 500 dollars plus shipping. And they have them, and I highly recommend, out of all the things that I found in Comicave, these are, to me, the steal. And these are the figures that I find very difficult to locate in Dubai. And in other places that they are located, they tend to be a little more expensive. So yeah, these SH Figurearts, my God, I mean, if I had to put away everything else, this is what I would have picked up from Comicave. They have lots of t-shirts, they have a lot of merchandise. And when you're sitting at the counter and you're buying all this stuff, you tell yourself, what the heck, I might as well pick a few useless items that are still cool. I love Plastic Man, so I got a Plastic Man chain because I got to give my props to Plastic Man. And this arrow hook thing that goes on like a microphone and a keychain and a headphone, it is absolutely useless to me. I will never be able to use this for anything that I can think of. But I need it. So I have it. And, that's pretty much it. So, without, going on further, that's all my HN loot for this episode. If you want to see some more cool stuff, get some cool bargains. Like I said, there's some special offers on DC figures at Comicave right now. Plus, it's post Free Comic Book Day 2017. There's a lot of special offers going on all over Dubai. Comicave is definitely one of the places that are going to have a lot of cool items for you to pick up and enjoy. So head down to Comicave and Outlet Mall in Dubai. Wherever you are in the United Arab Emirates, that's a place to go. And, tell us what your HN loot is. And don't forget to hashtag HN loot whenever you post a video about your favorite collectibles. And that's it. Hobby Nation out. What up, Nationoids? So this is part 2 of my visit to Comicave post FCBD Free Comic Book Day 2017. So initially, I went to go just pick up my free comic books because I had purchased a Yondu on Free Comic Book Day at a discount and all that stuff. So whenever you make like a simple purchase at Comicave, on Free Comic Book Day, they obviously give you your stash of free comics. I remember what I told you about Comicave being a very dangerous place where you end up spending a lot of money. Yeah, that's what happened. So first of all, I'm gonna go through my list of free comics that I got out of Comicave that are different from the set that I got out of Comic Stop, for example. Throughout Dubai on Free Comic Book Day, there've been different bookstores they all tend to have the gold titles, but a few of them had some and other places didn't. And I found that interesting this time around. It really made it seem like you had to tour every single comic book shop that was recognized by Free Comic Book Day in order to get the entire spectrum of gold and silver titles. But with that being said, at Comicave, I picked up Attack on Titan. This was suggested to me by Mark, and it's called Descendants, and he told me it's basically Disney's version of The Runaways. We'll see how that goes. Both of these are silver titles. Rick and Morty. Now, this was available at Comic Stop. However, I just didn't pick it up at the time. But when I went yesterday to Free Comic Book Day at Comicave, I said, might as well pick it up. This one was hard to get. This one ran out everywhere. It was in limited quantities anyway, but I was lucky to find 2000 AD, which is kind of a Judge Dredd type of story. Secret Empire, Comicave was one of the only places that had this. I believe Kino might have had it as well, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I didn't go there. But when I went to Comicave, they had Secret Empire. It wasn't everywhere. So I picked that up. And yeah, I have my thoughts on that. I'm going to be doing some reviews of Free Comic Book Day titles soon. The best, the worst, and so on and so forth. And what to look forward to moving on. And of course, DC Superhero Girls. Why not? So those are my Free Comic Book Day titles that I picked up at Comicave. I picked up some different ones at other stores, like I said, at Comic Stop, which included Exo Man War and a bunch of other titles that I can't remember now. Oh, I Hate Image, for example. And what else? I'll get to that soon. Well, I'll be posting another video soon about my breakdown of the best and the worst titles that I've read out of Free Comic Book Day. However, for now, something cool. If you guys watched my live video cast yesterday on our Facebook page, Nation UAE, you would find that I got something really cool for free from Comicave. Now, Comicave has something called Comicave Studios. And if those of you who are not familiar with what Comicave Studios is, I mentioned it before. Basically, it's stuff or toys or action figures or statues that are produced, designed specifically by Comicave. So they're exclusive to Comicave. And a new line that's coming up called Disney CUBEIT, or just CUBEIT, by Comicave, which is this awesome thing where you get these mini figurines that come in little cubes like this, and you can kind of set them up, and I'll show a picture right now, where they kind of set up, you can kind of create your own awesome displays and whatnot. And the cubes come with a magnet inside of them, so you can display your figurines upside down, right side up, whatever it is. Now, they gave me a free Dumbo as a CUBEIT. Now, these aren't out just yet, so this is kind of an exclusive look. So I could decide to put Dumbo on display like this, and then put something else in here, or I can just, take Dumbo, and I did this yesterday. Put it back into his little CUBEIT compartment. Oops. I don't have a lot of finesse when I handle things, but if I do it carefully, like a normal human being, you can see Dumbo kind of chilling there, upside down, right side up. That's really cool. So basically what you would do is they're starting with their Disney line. So there'll be a bunch of Disney characters. One of them that I'm really looking forward to is kind of this invisible Cheshire Cat figure. They come in a concealed pack, so you don't really know which figure you're getting. But hopefully, if you collect enough, you'll get all of them. But you basically set them all up, almost Lego-ish style, like building blocks, and you can create some really awesome displays with these mini figurines. They're really nice. I mean, there's a lot of really good detail going on over here. Overall, the paint job, again, this is unreleased yet, so I'm not sure what they're doing with the manufacturers at this point. Overall, the paint job is excellent. The details around the eyes are really, really, really good. It's hard for me to show right now, but I will try to pick up some images and post them close up. The eyes have an amazing amount of detail. The paint job is really good. I'm looking at the ears. The paint is not like, you know, just kind of getting, just like spilling out of its borders. There's a bit of a contour issue around the head at the back of the neck. But overall, I think these minifigurines are really, really good. And I'm really excited. I love the concept of how you can display them inside a cube, whichever way you want. And I think that's pretty exciting. So, again, this is an exclusive from Comicave, CUBEIT. And this is the first time you're seeing a review of one of these products. And we will let you know once they're released by Comicave Studios at Comicave stores or across the UAE. So yeah, so that's one of the coolest things that happened yesterday. The other thing is I picked up another Yandu. My writing partner on our comic book whale, Zed, loves Yandu, so I picked up a figure for him. Then I realized that there was only one more left, and this is very hard to get in Dubai. So I thought, I like Yandu more than anyone. So, because, you know, from the archery days, like classic Yandu. I should own this Funko Pop. So I picked it up. And I should have stopped there, but then I noticed this. For those of you who don't know, the Guardians of the Galaxy Entertainment Earth exclusive is extremely, extremely rare and highly collectible and very expensive to get anywhere. The sticker price for this is around 600 dirhams or 599. I got a good discount on it. Haggle at Comicave, and there are two more left that I saw. There's one on display that's got like a bit of a botched up packaging, but there are two in nice proper white packaging, untouched, mint condition. So I saw two more left, and if whether they're going for $5.99 or you can get them for a discount, they're definitely a steal. I'm sure all of you know about these figures. I mean, look at that. Yeah, this is the definition of an awesome find. I mean, I've been going to Comicave for so long. I don't know how I didn't notice it. It's kind of big. But I just don't know. Like I said, they have so many things on display there. It's like whatever you're looking at, if you thought you saw everything at the store, you go in the next time and you've definitely missed something cool that you really want. And I missed this one. And I got it, and I got it at a discount, which is really cool. The other thing that, just like I mentioned last in the video just before this, in the clip before this, is that Comicave have a clearance sale on all things DC. So if you go to their Hall of Justice section, you will find multiple DC collectible action figures at discounts at a better rate than you'd find anywhere in Dubai. So I highly recommend that you go and pick that up. I picked up Hawk Girl from Earth 2 because I have Hawkman from Earth 1, and I like them both as characters. So pick that up. They are going for 87 dirhams. That is definitely cheaper than anywhere else. Other places are 100 plus. So I highly recommend that if you have anything from the DC collectibles line that you've been thinking of collecting, that you haven't found anywhere, or that's been sold out at other stores, I highly recommend that you check Comicave for some of those items, and you'll find them, plus you'll find them at a discounted rate. The final thing that I picked up at Comicave, and again, I don't know how I missed this. You guys know that I had the SH Figurearts figures. I had the black and the new tones, male and female. I totally missed this one that has like a bunch of accessories and weapons and hands and like a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know how I missed this. So they gave this to me also at a really good offer. I mean, this one is generally more expensive than the regular one because it has accessories, but I got them also at a discounted price. So, which is I think around 169 if I'm not mistaken. So head down to Comicave. Like I said, one of the biggest things that they have to offer there that's just unique for me across Dubai are the SH Figurearts figures. Yeah. So with that being said. Uh, Part 2 of my Comicave madness. My free comic book day titles, free comic book day loot 2.0, and an exclusive preview of our Disney CUBEIT figures. There are also on display Disney CUBEIT, Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy CUBEIT characters that they have circulated on the internet. And I can't wait till those come out. They've also promised that there'll be other Marvel characters coming out. But to launch the CUBEIT line, Disney characters are going to come out. I'm a huge Disney fan. I love Dumbo. And it was a nice lucky find for me to get Dumbo. I can't wait till I get the other stuff that I'm really excited about from CUBEIT. This is definitely something that I'm going to have on display all over the house. So with that being said, thanks guys. Hobby Nation out.